Sounds
giving you so
good.
much more support here. I feel really shy. It's nice, beautiful. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. Everybody in the SheerLuxe office is really hyping me. So hi, girls.
So where are we heading tonight?
We're going to the Mandarin Oriental.
Yeah.
And there is an insane menu curated by a Japanese chef. All halal, obviously, and it's going to be really nice to break fast with lovely women in the industry. So it's in celebration of Ramadan, which is 9th month of the Islamic calendar. It's a holy month where for 29 or 30 days you basically fast from sunrise to sunset, and so you've got a short window of opportunity to actually eat and drink. And the reason we fast is because you kind of practice being grateful for the food you have, you practice discipline, kind of getting rid of any bad habits, because it's not just abstinence from food and water, it's actually from bad behavior. My mum always makes me make up fast if she's like, you've done it wrong, and it's like, okay,
oh my god, how would you make it up? When?
You can do it any time during the year, but you have to do it before the next Ramadan year.
Okay.
So for example, if I'm going to be on my period, because you don't fast when you're on your period, I need to make up those like 5-7 days sometime throughout the year. I wait for winter, I'm not gonna lie. I wait for winter.
21st December, that's your
No, like as soon as winter hits, I'm like, I'm ready to make them up now.
My nail girl on Saturday, obviously that was the first day I was supposed to fast. She came in and she was like, oh, I was supposed to fast, but then I realised I was on my period, so I didn't fast. But like, she was outside like having a coffee and a cigarette, and I was a bit like, I'm sure you could probably rein in some habits. Like, I'm not sure you should be having a cigarette. Just like, fuck it, well, I can't fast, I'm just gonna do it all.
I'm so glad SheerLuxe are like doing something for Ramadan, because it's such a holy month for me, and I'm fasting for 30 days, and everyone's gonna be dressed to like max.
Yeah, of course.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, this is kind of the third in a series of dinners relating to different religions. We did a Diwali dinner, we did a Hanukkah dinner, both towards the end of last year. So naturally, we were going to follow it up with something from Ramadan. We've got such a diverse mix of readers, of staff, of you know, the city that we're all in, the city that we speak to the most. So it kind of makes total sense to celebrate them, because no other publisher has ever done that, and you know, it's so sort of natural who we are. We kind of we focus on every other part of being a modern woman. Well, then religion's a really big part of that for so many of us, or at least culture and tradition. So it's a very natural fit for us, and sort of weirdly seems to be that so many others haven't kind of done that in the past. So really nice to be a pioneer in that space. And then obviously, particularly when it comes to Islam, we've built up this amazing presence in the Middle East, and it's a really natural extension of that. Georgie, I'm sure she'll tell you more about it, but Shaista, who is the lady that we partnered with to do this event, who runs the Muslim Women's Network that we partnered with tonight, came to Georgie to say that she's basically trying to do a kind of PR job for Islam and try and kind of, you know, counterbalance so much of the hate in this country and so much of the Islamophobia, and how could we help be a part of that? And again, like, of course, we want to do what we can. So natural fit in so many ways.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We finished fast. Thank you. I'm so early.
Hello, Georgie.
Hello.
How are you? Good evening.
How are you?
I'm good. It's your first iftar.
It's my first iftar. Yeah. So we're at the new Mandarin Oriental. It's not my first time here. It's really stunning. My taxi driver was like, "Where are we going?" And I was like, "It's the new Mandarin Oriental." Incredible new hotel. So we're very lucky to be here.
Yeah, it's a beautiful space.
I'm a bit worried my sequins are a bit much, but I thought this jacket was coming with trousers. So anyway, we like to bring a bit of glamour to events, so
Exactly.
sequins it is.
This is lovely.
How are you?
Gorgeous. Thank you.
Cheers. Hi, I'm Georgie.
Emma, delighted to meet you.
Hi, Emma. You too.
Emma's a barrister and she's funny. We just keep
Oh, I love barristers. I love female barristers.
Exactly.
Well, no, I'm worried I'm a bit overdressed.
No, I'm underdressed because.
And this is gorgeous, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Gorgeous. Where's that from?
Zara.
Can I say, I think
It's
the
from
red
Zara.
and
It's
the
from
print and the
Zara.
bell, you look super cool. Thrilled, like you said, we're here to bring a bit of glamour to you.
We've got white now.
I know, I was just saying that my trousers didn't turn up, and I wondered if it was, and they was like, it's not Eid, remember, it's Ramadan. I was like, okay, now I'm panicking. Angela works for Shaista, followed SheerLuxe for a while.
Yes, I'm a big fan.
Maybe we can chat a little bit outside about why we're here. Nice to see you. You look great.
I said that we're black tags, also we're the only two who've rock up not
I
fasting.
know,
We're like,
I know,
dinner time, I'm starving.
I know, I am trying to go out for lunch.
You had your own juice.
What time's it open?
Yes, we're fine.
I'm like, whenever you think you're hungry, think of Chris Hemsworth. He did 4 days. 4 days of nothing but water. This is a bit of the internal joke, how many times I can talk about Chris Hemsworth. But he did this series on prolonging life, strength, there was one on fasting, there was one on stress. And the fasting one was the fact we have loads of good and bad cells in our body, and every time we eat, the sugar, etc., feeds the bad cells. If you don't eat, the bad cells die.
Yeah, well this is why there's the whole theory that people who have had long periods of starvation, so whether it's like Holocaust survivors or prisoners of war or even rationers, they live really long lives. That's why all of those people who survive those periods live into their 90s, because actually it's an unbelievable reset.
They live through blooming wow.
And it's an incredible, and they live
And then
forever, yeah.
when you eat with chopsticks, you eat less and
Yeah.
you're eating slower.
We basically fill ourselves with toxins.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Snack
Would you try fast one day? How would you? Do you think it'd be able to?
I did a detox juice thing once.
It's not the same, yeah.
That was
I had the beach.
No, you know what? It's never easy, but I think because there's a spiritual connection, there's a subconscious that would probably keep us going. Whereas if I didn't have any connection, then I'd be like, I'm just starving myself at this point for no reason.
So I only do one day, which is like the most holy day, which we went on the way here.
Yeah. Charlotte breaks a few rules, so we won't tell her.
They're right on there.
Apparently all the Abrahamic faiths, I think in 2030, if I'm not mistaken, we're all going to have Eid, Christmas
and Hanukkah.
I think on the same day.
I mean, that makes
This
sense.
is the Abrahamic
Abrahamic
faith. And if you go to Abu Dhabi, that's what I love. You look at the state of the world right now, and then you go to Abu Dhabi, and they have these 3 houses.
Yeah, so cool.
And one is a Christian house, one is a Muslim house, and one is a Jewish house.
super cool.
And that gave me all the feels.
Yeah.
And I truly believe this. And I've long admired you and your community, and my stepmother is Jewish, and I studied Islam. And I think when faith is a part of your life and a part of your daily life, which it is much less so for a lot of people, not all, but for a lot of people in a Christian church, you bring out really positive qualities in people. And I'm not religious, but I genuinely believe that it's the community, it's a way of life, and it's a commitment, and it teaches you really good values. And I genuinely believe that I'm worse off without that in my life. She's very cool, this one. You need a moment with Basma. She's very cool. Yeah, look, she's here. Say hi, SheerLuxe.
Ramadan Mubarak, everybody. So I want to introduce Nusaiba Mohammad-Timol. But she is going to do the recitation, which is lovely for a female to be reciting. I've been to so many events and it's always a male, so it's over to you, and then we'll break fast.
It's so amazing to be in a room with such incredible women making brave moves and also inspiring the next generation. So I'll start off with Surah Fatiha, and many of you may know it's the opening, and it is a very special surah for all Muslims. It's 7 verses. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. الرحمن الرحيم أنت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم الله العظيم. Thank you.
That was beautiful.
I don't know. God bless British Airways. They buy real dates. I bought really expensive original dates. In Saudi. Took them on the plane. Put them in the overhead. Anyway, standing at the baggage carousel, and one of the BA staff came up to me and she was like, "Is this yours?" And I was like,
Oh wow!
I paid £80 on the date.
Are these the dates? Are these the dates?
She always
Hang on, Georgie, are these the dates?
No, sorry, I
Not
need
sharing
to.
those.
Thank you to you actually for your team as well for bringing us all together and to showing solidarity really with the Muslim community, and that's really important because I think there's just so much negativity out there, but there are so many people and organisations that are willing to show solidarity and are positive towards Muslim communities, but you don't hear about those stories. So thank you everybody. This is really a way to mark that. There's more than 20 organisations in March that are marking it in different ways. And in your goodie bag, which is from you, but I've put a notebook in there, Muslim Heritage Month notebook and pen from us as a thank you gift for today as well. So
The stars sort of aligned. We launched SheerLuxe released about 18 months ago. Anyway, I'm very proud, and I hope that our Middle Eastern community will be proud of us too. And yeah, it's lovely to meet you all. I long for peace in a world where we can all coexist in harmony, and part of the mission, wasn't it? Was to create positivity, to shine a light on the glamorous Muslim women that you are. And I think it was your daughter who said, Mum, I need to see glamorous Muslim women in the spotlight. So, we have very glamorous Muslim women in our team. He's here with us today, Mahmuda. And
I am the founder and CEO of WAB Creative Arts, which is the world's first Muslim creative arts school. We do drama, poetry, singing and art. I also wrote and made history writing the first ever non-Shakespearean play that was performed at Shakespeare's Globe. And it was around the Islamic Golden Age.
We talk about at SheerLuxe every part of life as a modern woman. I hate that phrase, but as a modern woman, and faith, we were just chatting about it before, is a really big part of that for so many of us. And I think in the UK that maybe gets a little bit marginalised because it's only really generalisation in minority communities that religion is such a big factor. But for so many of us, it's just, I said before, it's like a stick of rock that runs through you, right? Even though you can also be into fashion and beauty. So it makes total sense for us as a business to highlight that part of modern women in Britain's lives as well. So yeah, I'm thrilled to be here. Thank you.
I'm Zara. I'm an AI and frontier technology expert. And at the moment I serve on several boards across the public, private and third sectors.
Publications, and a lot of the articles that I write are writing a bit more about what it's like to be a modern Muslim woman.
I'm happily now a trustee of Muslim Women's Network UK, which has given me the opportunity to learn more than I ever thought I was going to be able to learn. So I feel I'm in a privileged position to be here.
I am an alderman, City of London Corporation. We are a sovereign city, which means that we only answer to His Majesty the King. We have our own politicians' courts, police station, police force, etc. And I'm one of the members of the Upper House.
Can we just go back? Where is we have our own police force? In what capacity?
I'm Professor for Space Economy, Technology and Innovation.
Whoa!
I am a barrister. I'm in geopolitical, I work in geopolitical work. I've just been appointed.
Oh my God, sorry, you're blowing my mind. You need to promise me tonight you're coming in for a podcast. No pressure, ladies. No pressure.
The pressure is here on the next person.
My name is Basma. I started off my career in fashion. I used to work at all the glossies, Harper's, Vogue, Elle, so I left fashion and I went into documentaries and film. I made my first debut film for the BBC called Inside the Real Saudi Arabia.
So I'm Aruj, I am Kashmiri Pakistani. I'm from Bradford, West Yorkshire, pew pew. So I went from studying fashion at university to being one of 4 women of colour. I went into my first job in the modelling industry, being the first woman of colour that worked within the 30 years of establishment, and first Muslim woman, and I realised what is with this term diversity, and I didn't realise it until I was put in the box to think that my skin colour is not diverse, nor is my condition. So I started a campaign called Done with Diversity, which focuses on language, and ever since then I've been consulting brands on the importance of language to make sure it's actually inclusive.
Hi everyone, I'm Emma. I work at Netflix. I work in film PR. When I started working in the film industry, I realised actually there weren't many people that looked like me. And then I realised actually I have a voice, an opportunity to open doors, so that's something that I've kind of have embraced, and now I'm leading the Muslim network and I'm trying to find opportunities where I can open doors.
Started 10 years ago. I was studying at university then. I did pharmacy, which I'm not using right now.
God, why are people not using their degree?
I
My mum is also not very happy about that.
It's been absolutely wonderful to be in a room filled with so many amazing, accomplished Muslim women and non-Muslim too. And it's just nice to sit and hear their stories and their power as well. It's quite beautiful.
Ramadan to me means patience, it means gratitude, it means love.
My goal would be to come out of Ramadan trying to kind of forget all of the kind of BS that I came in with, trying to kind of let go of the stuff that isn't as important and come out kind of with a sense of optimism, hopefully, for what the future year might bring.
Are there any particular memories you hold dear to Iftar?
Yes, I lost my mum 7 years ago, and she was the reason why my social media account was created. So I just have very fond memories with breaking my Iftar with her. You know, we had a certain routine that we would have our fruits first, then we would all have to go and pray, and then we will eat, etc. But just those very small memories, nothing too extravagant, but just her memories.
You know what I really, really love about Iftar, and I really love about Ramadan, like just in general, is how we instantly get together. Like instantly, everyone's always like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? We're gonna eat together. What are you doing after? What are you doing after?" And I like the idea that like you have this community that for this 30 days we're locked in together. Like that togetherness, I can't even explain it. It's so lovely.
So ladies, how's tonight going? How's it been so far?
It's been great. I know the diversity in the room.
Well, we're thrilled to partner with you. I was kindly invited to the House of Lords, which was quite special. I heard your incredible story about founding the Muslim Women's Network. You said to me, we want to, there's quite a lot of hate crime online targeted at Muslims, and this was sort of not long after the riots, and you said we really want to create some positive stories. Will you tell?
So in March we're launching Muslim Heritage Month for the first time, where we want to highlight the rich diversity of Muslims in Britain from past to present and highlight their positive stories and contributions, and it's through positive storytelling. And we need solidarity, and we're really thankful to Georgie and SheerLuxe for showing solidarity.
Well,
this
you
evening.
know, it's no secret.
And we can't do it without we can't do it on our own. So we need you. So
it was
what
great
a
timing.
What a lovely venue.
I know. Thank you to Mandarin Oriental, and it was great timing because we had, well, not long ago launched in the Middle East. It's no secret. I studied Islam and the Muslim faith, and so it was great timing. And we really believe at SheerLuxe in supporting women, people from different faiths, ethnicities, and so it was an absolute no-brainer and a real honour, truly. It's your first Muslim Awareness Month, isn't it? Yeah. And you have championed this, and you have iftars with TikTok and Crystal Palace, and anyway,
you got in there first.
We are honoured to be one of many and bringing some glamour, and yeah, it's been great.
And amazing women in there.
Thank you.
Thank you.